Ladies and gentlemen, every now and then something happens that is so monumentally funny, you have to stop and laugh and ask yourself, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Is this happening? Is what I think happening? Is this what I see? Is the United States of America this idea of free speech? Purveyors of free speech, individuals who fancy themselves as journalists and the like, are they actually decrying and screaming at and yelling and stomping their feet like petulant children over the fact that Tucker Carlson is conducting one of the most prized interviews in human history? It is am I missing something here? Am I missing something where we are actually, well, this is the most important thing, with 273 days away, okay? Where Americans are being asked to be a part of this world, to make a decision to be a part of what's happening. Where we are fighting for this thing called the First Amendment in the Constitution. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of expression, where we lock up Julian Assange for basically conducting and utilizing the rules of such. Tucker Carlson is arranging to speak with Vladimir Putin, and now he has been called everything from a traitor to an apologist to a propagandist. How in the name of God are we actually not saying what together in this loud sense of what? What? My friends, we're going to be talking about this tonight. We have so much to say. I want to thank you so much for being with us. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Please start liking, get those algorithms coming, get ready, sit back, because what we are doing right now is we're going to talk about what has happened to our sense of free speech and why are these jealous, close-minded, intellectually bigoted pseudo-journalists screaming and yelling at somebody that they actually hate and despise and are jealous of. But first, a word from our sponsor. Let me ask you a question. Have you taken a good look at the banks lately? You know, on the surface, everything seems fine, but there's a whole lot more going on underneath. It's like looking under the hood of a car and finding a mess of broken wires and parts. And the parts are loans for homes and cars and those credit cards we all use. And they're hitting record highs. It's most frightening when you think about it. Why risk your money for a tiny 5% return when things are so shaky? This is where Noble Gold Investments can help. They're like that friend who knows all about keeping money safe. They suggest gold and silver, oldies but goodies in the financial world. Plus, they've got a sweet deal. A free quarter-ounce gold standard gold coin this month if you qualify. Pretty cool, right? You better believe it. Now, if you're curious, just give them a call at 877-646-5347. It's just a chat. There's no pressure. They'll help you figure out if gold and silver are right for you. Or visit LionelNationGold.com and take the first step towards a safer financial future. LionelNationGold.com. And remember, there's always a risk of investment and there's no guarantee of any kind. Now, the first question I have, my friends, is do you agree, yes or no? Yes or no? One or two? For purposes of our polls, yes will always be indicative or indicated by the number 1. So when you say 1, no need to write yes, just 1. 1 means yes. 1 is yes. Number 2 means no. 2 means no, 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 no. Here's my question. Number 1. Do you think that Tucker Carlson should be interviewing Vladimir Putin? Yes or no? Should he interview Vladimir Putin? Do you see anybody get a need to this? Do you? Do you see anything? Anybody? Anybody? Yes, 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 yes. Everybody, come on. Is there any no's out there? Come on. There's got to be a no. What's the matter with you people? Don't you understand? He's giving this man, he's giving this man the stage to spew his propaganda. Do you believe? Who believes this? Do you think he should bet that Tucker Carlson is all right? Don't you understand that Putin is going to be benefiting from this? Don't you understand he's going to be saying something that's going to be benefiting the idea that he's going to be doing something to basically hurt and harm and to derail the case that's being made for Zelensky? Do you understand what's happening right now? What is the matter with you people? What is the matter with you people? Do you think anybody actually has? Or would you be listening to this? Would you be listening? Would you be listening to this? Would you be listening to what's going on? You do understand that he, Mr. Putin, is going to be benefiting this because you know and I know that Tucker Carlson is going to be saying that this role or that well we know he and others believe, like Colonel McGregor and others, that this is a waste of time. That this is a waste of time. That America has no business there. That we don't have. That we're throwing money, good money after bad, to this ridiculous, this bloodbath. That this is this perpetuation of this thing called NATO. Do you or do you not understand what is happening here? How can you sit back and allow this? Don't you understand that Vladimir Putin is using him? Don't you understand that he is using him? You sit back and you allow this? You agree with this? Don't you understand that he's being played for a chump? That Tucker Carlson is he's trying his best. He's merely trying his best for somebody. Look at me. Somebody pay attention to me. Somebody let me make a stir. Let me make some kind of impact for the love of God. I'm walking out in the desert. I'm interviewing Cat Turd. Very good man, Cat Turd. Very good man. Very good man. I like Mr. Cat Turd very much, but come on. Dave Portnoy. Ooh. Andrew Tate. Ooh. Who else? A Kid Rock. Ooh. Hey, look. They're popular people too, but Vladimir Putin, don't you understand? He's being. Come on. Do you understand this? Cosperoni says CNN interviewed Osama. I don't think he did it. I don't think he did it before. I don't think he did it. I think he did. I think he did it before anybody knew who he was. Oliver Stone interviewed Vladimir Putin. Megyn Kelly interviewed Vladimir Putin. Other people, I forget these other names. It's like, so effing what? What am I supposed to say? What is he supposed to say? If he thinks, and this is important, if he thinks that Ukraine is wrong or whatever, so what? What are you supposed to do? Not say anything? Keep your mouth shut? Be a good shill. Be a good shill, Tucker. Don't say anything. Do you understand what this man has done? Tucker Carlson, look. Is he Ed Murrow? No. But he might be today's Ed Murrow. And you know what he did that I like? And this is what I like. He basically said, so, you don't want me on Fox? Fine. You don't want me to say about this? Fine. You don't want me here? Fine. You want me here? Fine. I'm going to score the biggest coup anybody has ever seen. And you're going to see right now, others are going to be releasing these documents to show internal documents where the Russians are saying, and Putin is like, this guy Tucker Carlson is going to help our cause. You know that, right? You know that, right? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you know what this is all about? Are you paying attention for the love of God? This is one of the greatest things. This is a coup of coups. Dear God, what he's done. And here's the best part. This is what we say. This is America. You talk to anybody you want. And there are people who basically are saying, I don't think he should be coming back. We should let him back until we figure out what this is about. Excuse me. This may be even more. Look, I don't know what to tell you, but may I ask a stupid question? If this were Vietnam and this were the Vietnam War going on, I don't like people pulling a Jane Fonda and going there and basically giving aid and comfort to the enemy. I don't particularly care for that. But excuse me, do we have some? We're not involved in Ukraine and Russia, are we? They're not a member of NATO. We're not going over there. We're giving them money. Why? I don't know. Well, we know why. Let me ask you a question. Why are we giving Ukraine money? Go ahead. Anybody? Why are we giving Ukraine money? Come on. Come on. Come on. Why? 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 Why do you think so? Why? Slush fund for our freedoms? Grain? Giving Ukraine for grain? We're giving billions of dollars for grain? We could just buy the grain. Money laundering to be diverted back to our politicians. Wait a minute, kickbacks. Wait a minute, 10% for the big guy. Because they have corruption to the Bidens. What do you think? Come on. Because we're stupid? Well, come on. To launder for the Dems? No. To keep a proxy war going? Proxy war? Well, it's a proxy war, but what do we care? What do we care about? What do we care? Why is Crimea? Why is Kyiv, Donbass? What does it mean to it? What do we care? What do we care? What's it to us? Ukraine is the enemy, duh. Okay, I don't know what that means. What does it mean? This is the most important thing in the world. What are we doing? What is our explain this to me in a way that kind of makes sense? Anybody? To control the bear of the north? Okay. Sort of. But what is it? Keep the arms industry alive for the kickback? What is NATO? NATO was great after World War II. NATO was terrific. It was George Kennan and others. Against the Soviet Union, against big bad Stalin, right? It's a different world then. No Russia, no NATO. No Russia, no NATO. It was no Soviet Union, no NATO. But we're living back in no Russia, no NATO. No Russia, no NATO. Russia, bad guy. Bad NATO. Got to keep that NATO going. Got to keep that money going. Got to keep this thing going. Got to keep this machine going. Got to keep that machine going. Got to spend. Hey, we got to get more money for that money. And by the way, a lot of the money that we're sending isn't going anywhere other than it's not necessarily going to buy weapons and the like. It's to keep sometimes infrastructure going. What does it have to do with us? I need money here in my country, in my city, in my state, we are being overridden. We have a Senate bill that basically wants to just let our country, the sovereignty, go complete to hell. What do I care about this? If you're in the money and you're at the very top and it goes to Lockheed and Grumman and this and that and the bullets and this and the infrastructure, and once that money goes, who knows where it goes? The money goes the same way people from out of town come here. The same way that we have people come over the horizon. They come out of nowhere. They just come over the horizon. There they come. Same thing. No, nobody checks who these people are. Where does the money go? Is there any accounting? Have you ever seen, excuse me, we gave $100 billion and we don't know where the money, is anybody asking where the money goes? Of course not. Because if you ask where money's going, I'm going to ask where your money's going. So you just look the other way. And we're fighting Russia. Besides, we're fighting big, bad, awful Russia and Russia, this, bad Russia, bad. We're fighting this ridiculous 50s. Now, am I saying, is anybody saying that we love Russia? No, I'm not a Russian. I'm an American. I don't know anything about this. I've got no beef. I've got no beef against anybody, but I will tell you the truth is what's going on here. Bottom line is simply this. If it doesn't affect America, it doesn't affect me. And why are we giving away our money again? For what? For Zelensky? He's a con. It's a shill. He played the piano with his schwanz, for God's sake. What are you talking about? He's created by Kolomoisky. He's Borat. Why are we? I will come here. Oh, come on. We with a t-shirt. Enough with this bullshit. We've already been through this. Look, enough. Look, the gig's up. You took the money. That's enough. And he's still not a member of NATO. What's going on here? This was the whole purpose behind it. You happy? Oh, no. Russia wants to take Crimea. Why does he want Ukraine? Why? He's going to use 195,000 people? What, are you kidding me? Hell, when Hitler took Poland, what was it, in 39? Just west, just Poland. He needed like almost 2 million troops. What do you think? You think what, Putin's stupid? You think he's gonna say, what? We need more? I got 195,000. Can I take over? And then he's gonna contain and he's gonna occupy? What? He wants Ukraine back? Come on. Lori Cuck says we pay so they can maintain the lie. Look, the bottom line is this, and thank you for the way. Come on. Stop it. But here's the best part. Listen carefully. This is the best part. How do you feel, CNN? How do you feel, MSDNZ? How do you feel, Fox? How do you feel, News Nation and News Max and News this and that? How do you feel? Nobody's watching that shit. Pardon my French. This guy with a cameraman or whatever, I don't know, on X, on the Tucker Carlson TCN network, he is the number one. He is the hottest. He is Taylor Swift and the Beatles rolled up into one. One guy, a producer, made some, whatever. Come on. He's going over there, and he is the talk of the town. And CNN is shutting down that god-awful morning show, whatever that thing is, that dreck. Fox News, today they talked about Toby Keith like Toby Keith was Albert Schweitzer. Look, with all due respect, Beer for My Horses, Red Cup and all that. Great singer. Tragic. Oh, for the love of God. We're in the middle of an election. You're going to spend the whole time with Toby Keith? What is this, a country music channel? No, because they don't know what the hell they're doing. Because they've got children. They still got this guy in the morning who can't speak English. I can't believe it. This is the best. This is the best conservative bastion. They say the same stuff everybody else does. Tucker Carlson is the envy. They hate his guts because he's doing everything he's supposed to. And now they're telling him he can't come back because why? Because why? You can't talk to Putin. Why? Why? What do you mean why? I'm telling you why. Why not? Well, because of what? What difference does it make? What about this? Mr. Putin, yeah. He's not, what are you going to do? Tell you something you don't know? President Putin, why did you go into Ukraine? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I don't know. Nobody ever asked me. Nobody asked you. No. Really? What do you think you're going to learn? You going to learn anything new? What are you going to hear? What are you going to hear? You're going to hear for the first time somebody who says, this guy doesn't sound crazy at all. Oh, no. We don't want that. Why? Because Americans don't know anything. All they know is good and bad and crazy and not. Oh, no. And if Tucker says something, people are going to, maybe he's not so crazy. Remember that Viktor Orban interview? Nobody knew what that was about. That was a little bit of a little, he was presaging the future of what he was doing with that one. Who doesn't want to hear Putin? Anybody? 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 Who doesn't want to hear Putin? Anybody? You want to hear Zelensky? Sure. First question to ask Zelensky, do you know what the hell you're doing? Do you know what you're doing? And where's Gonzalo Lira? That's my question. Where's Gonzalo Lira? Was his body given back? Is there an autopsy? Whatever happened with that? What are you doing with this? How much have you made? Do you have any villas you and your family, when all this said and done, where are you going to end up? In Kyiv? I don't think so. Where are you going to end up? Miami? Cyprus? You and your family? If 5 years from now, where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? How many billions you have squirreled away in some Swiss or whatever? Come on. You were created. Kolomoisky created you. You don't know anything about military. What are you talking about? And don't let that green shirt. I want to ask a question. What do you think I am? Stupid? Come on, man. Come on. What if they ask Putin a question? You want to go in there, you want to annex it, don't you? Don't you? You want Kyiv and you want all that back. You want to start and reassembling the Soviet Union, don't you? You want Poland back. You want to bring everybody back in, right? Is that what you want? Seriously? Are you kidding me? Why are we doing this? And why in the name of God can't we just not only get along, but why in the name of God can't we just be real about this? Let me take a break. I got to collect my thoughts, lower my blood pressure just for a second, because this stuff makes me very upset. And now it's time to hear from our great friends at Preparedness.com. Listen to this. When the economy collapses, will you collapse with it? You can feel it coming. All signs are there. With it comes financial disaster, tight budgets, and sacrifice. So plan for the worst with the best. My Patriot Supply has helped millions prepare, and they'll help you too. Hard times take years to recover from. So make that first year easier with their first 1-year emergency food kit. Get it now with $700 in savings at my website, preparewithlionel.com. Sealed inside ultra-durable packaging, these delicious meals last up to 25 years in storage and provide over 2,000 calories every day. That's over 2,000 calories every day for a year at a special price of under $2,000. This rare emergency food kit deal ends this week. You won't see it again soon. So protect yourself, protect your people, protect your family. Start preparing with My Patriot Supply at preparewithlionel.com. Free shipping including. That's preparewithlionel.com. One more time. Preparewithlionel.com. Indeed, my friend. Now, let me also say to you what I think is one of the greatest things in the world that I'm so happy to be a part of is to see the world as we know it, the world of information change drastically. Now, I know you folks love Tucker. You just love him to death. You think he's the greatest thing in the world. And I'm very glad for him. And I'm very glad for people who are trying to make a difference, make a change. Seriously. I mean that absolutely, positively, 100%. People who are making a change in this weird and sick world that we live in. And whenever somebody comes along and says, I'm going to do something different, I love it. I don't care who it is. And all I know is he is that talk. Nobody, not Alex Jones, not Lex Friedman. Who would not want to talk to? And by the way, Putin knows exactly what this means. He knows he's not going to go against somebody who's going to try to, attack him. He knows that Tucker's rationale is such that he, tends to have a soft spot for those people who recognize the utter insanity of this lunacy, this whatever this stuff is. I hate war, and I hate being lied to. And I'm from the Vietnam generation. I remember when I missed that war by God, and they lied to us. And I am so sick of lies. Oh, we've got to do this because you see, if we don't, this is the end of it. No, it's not. Oh, no, because, Russia's going to stop this. You're dusting off. Look, let me see if I can break this to you. These aren't nice people in the world. I don't care. Listen to what Mearsheimer says. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect world. Nobody's going to sing Kumbaya and everybody's friendly and all this stuff. No. The thing I want to tell you, what I want to explain to you, and what I want to address with you is very, very simply this. In 1962, we were going to go to war with Russia, because they were going to put their missiles in Cuba. Now, don't you think they could have said, screw you, we'll put our missiles anywhere? You've got missiles in Turkey. You've got we have 700 military bases now? 80 countries? Come on. But we said, no. We've got the Monroe Doctrine. Somebody said, what the hell is the Monroe Doctrine? The Monroe Doctrine tells us that we can do whatever we want. How dare you are not going to come into our neighborhood. We're not going to let this happen. This ain't going to happen. Forget it. Period. End of discussion. We've got the Monroe Doctrine. As though people know what the hell the Monroe Doctrine is, as though it means anything. But we said it. You're not going to do this. And you know and I know, if China decided to go into Tijuana or Brownsville or whatever the Chihuahua or whatever the hell the Juarez, whatever the area is immediately to the south, and if China decided to put a military base or wanted to declare a China version of NATO in Mexico, we'd say, oh, no. But if Russia does it, wow, he's crazy. He's a nut. He's crazy. He's a nut. Yeah, but you do it. Well, we're different because we have noble motives. We don't want to do this to be rapacious. We don't want to do it merely to take over. We're doing it because we're standing up for something a little bit more important to us. What? Honor or whatever the hell it's called. That's what we want to do. It's about honor. How do you live through this hypocrisy? How do you live through this? How does anybody, this idea that somehow we have to enjoy this obeisance because Joe Biden and NATO has decided for us, these are the good guys and these are the bad guys? Are you kidding? That doesn't work like that anymore. It doesn't work like that. I talked to a friend of mine tonight. I wanted to share this with you. One of the brightest guys I know. He hates Trump like you can't believe. I said, whom are you voting for? He said, Nikki Haley, if she's the nominee, or if not, Biden. I said, you're going to vote for Biden? He goes, yes. Why? He says, because Biden won't do harm. Trump will screw things up. I said, I don't know what planet you're living on right now. I don't know what. And he's talking to me about the Korean War and the Russians. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I said, I know you hate Trump, and I understand it. I get it. I dig it. People hate Trump. People hate Putin. People hate Tucker. People hate the red. People hate this one. A lot of people hate Biden. I don't hate Biden. I don't hate Biden at all. Not at all. I feel sorry for him. I wish he'd go home, go away, go watch Matlock, or get in his Snuggie and call it a day. He's gone. He's gone. But the first thing we do with Trump, we'd get out of this stuff in a heartbeat. What the hell do we have to do with the Ukraine? NATO, it's over with. You hear what Kennan said about the wise man, Mr. X. Remember this? Read it. This is the guy who was the architect of containment. Look, you know this. You know this. You know it because you're smart and you've been around and you're not an idiot. But I got to tell you something. God bless Tucker Carlson. God bless somebody with balls, because let me tell you something, Tucker. Listen to what I'm telling you. They are not going to forget this. And I hope to God that you've got you and don't think Elon won't give you up. Because if you trust this guy, if you think, he's one of us, Mr. Neuralink, this guy, Mr. SpaceX, Mr. Tesla, if they say, okay, Elon, that's it, we're done. What? It's done. We're gonna shut you down. You're gonna shut me down. You can't shut me down. Oh yeah, we can. Oh, there's something. Whoa, over here. You don't understand it. See, all the people that are smart, all the rich people, Bezos, Zuckerberg, especially Bill Gates, they don't do anything to screw with us. Dorsey, they were obeisant. But whether you're high on drugs or whatever the hell's the matter with you, you've got this thing about coming after us. We can shut you down in a heartbeat. You don't understand how it doesn't work like that. Believe me. And one day, I don't know when, I don't know how, but Elon Musk is going to push a little too much, a little too far, a little too hard. He's going to be doing a little bit too much. And they are going to say, that's enough. Gone. And they're going to do a conservatorship. They're going to say he's a drug addict, or he's crazy, or the board will take him over, or something. You can't beat the house. You don't beat these people. You don't understand it. So I hope that this is the biggest work ever. I hope that Tucker is going to say, okay, look, we'll let you go there, but don't say, this is what you're going to ask. Okay. Okay. And we'll, whatever it is, don't you dare think about really doing something, because you know what's going to happen. I mean, this is the best part too. You know why I think this is a work too? Let me explain something to you. If I ran, let's say I was in charge of the deep state, okay, police state, whatever it is, the shadow government. You know what I would do? I would say, here's what we're going to do. Number one, nobody report this. You got it? Put the word out. CNN, MSDNC, ABC, NBC, Fox, News Nation, This Nation, Newsmax, this one, that, Fox. Nobody mention Tucker. You got that? Nobody. Nothing. Let him. We're going to Finkelstein him. Just ignore him. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Keep it off your site. Keep it off whatever it is. They don't care. Look what we did with Gonzalo Lira. Never brought it up. It's an American citizen. Probably tortured to death, though that's not the official story. Nobody cares. These people aren't going to care anything. Don't say a word about it. But oh, no. Not Mother Jones and David Corn. And oh, no. The libs, get this, the liberal journalists come out of the woodwork against journalism. Go figure that one out. I don't get any of that stuff, but that's what they're doing. It's the most incredible thing I've ever. Do me a favor. Don't ever trust anybody. Don't ever trust. Lori Cuck, you can trust her, says in reality, they probably sent Tucker a movie. I don't know what that means. Send him. They probably sent Tucker a movie. I don't know what that means. Let me also explain something to you. And thank you, Lori. Let me explain something to you. Do me a favor. Don't be a baby and don't say, I love my Tucker. I love my Elon. I love my Elon. I love my. Shut up. Grow up. This is a dirty, filthy, disgusting, sick world. Don't do that. Don't embarrass yourself. I love my Elon. Don't be a baby. Don't be a baby. Whatever you do, don't be a baby. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be a baby. Don't do this. You don't love anybody. You don't love. You think you trust Elon Musk? Do you, seriously, a billionaire, a multi-billion, richest man in the world. You trust him? How do you think he got to be there? Being nice? Come on. Don't be silly. These aren't your friends, okay? They're not your friends. Tucker's not your friend. Tucker couldn't give a rat's ass about you or your family or if anything happens to you. So do me a favor. Like what they're doing, appreciate what they're doing, but don't be a damn fool and don't be a little baby and say, like, boy, I love him. This isn't the Beatles. This isn't George and Ringo and all that. Please don't do this. There's no good guys and there's no bad guys. There's just people that you'll never meet who don't give a diddly damn about you. Nothing. They couldn't care. You are just a prole to them. You are just a consumer. That's all you are. Oh, he makes a good game. But deep down inside, Tucker is a blue blood. He is so exclusive. He has nothing to do with you, with his brother Buckley and Muffy and all this stuff. Please stop it. Don't. And it's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But don't think he's your buddy, because Mr. Khaki Pants without the socks wants to have nothing to do with you. You're not in his class, and you're not in his type. Believe me when I tell you that. Rafael Lagondi says, but how do you explain 50 million views already? Oh, please stop it. And Laurie Cook says, Elon is a technocrat. Perhaps. Okay, let me ask you something. Okay, you see how you love the metrics? You love this? May I talk to you about a couple of videos here? Baby Shark Dance. Remember this one? This was from Pink Fong, baby. You know how many? 7 billion views. Despacito, 2.9 billion views. See You Again from Wiz Khalifa, 2.9 billion. Gangnam Style, remember him? Psy, 803.7 million views. You want to keep going? You want to go talk about Mr. Beast and all this stuff? Are you kidding me? Somebody actually said, well, he's got 50 million views. Are you kidding me? Is that what you think? Seriously, is that all that it takes? So what you're saying is by that argument, if somebody doesn't have 50 million views, he doesn't have anything. You don't think, do you, that by some chance, the people who are really important and really scary, somebody might tone those numbers down? You don't think that's possible, do you? No. So basically, and you're probably the same kind of person where I could change your weight on a scale and you think you weigh 120 pounds? Come on. Tell me you know how this works. Tell me you know what's. And by the way, in 1 week, we're going to forget this whole thing. Nobody's going to give a damn about Putin. So enjoy it now while we can. We're talking about it. It's something. It's just something. But the only reason he's doing this, obviously, is to say something because he wants to basically screw with Biden. Don't you think that's true? Wouldn't you do that? Don't you think we would do something to screw with Putin? Let's say there's some version of this. Let's say there's some guy over there that's the Tucker of Russia, and Russia's going to come over here, and we had a president who could put two sentences together. You don't think we do that? Yeah, come on and talk to us. And this guy's real favorite, and he goes back to Russia and he says, boy, those Americans, this guy makes a lot of sense. He's very popular, this president. Really? Tell me you know that. Tell me this isn't even espionage. It's, of course, it's propaganda. Come on. But do me a favor, please. Don't trust these people. Don't trust them. They're not your friends. They're not. You mean nothing to them. Nothing. You, we mean nothing. We're proles. We're cogs in the wheel. We're just serfs. We're peasants. We're pilgrims. We're nothing to these people. They couldn't care less. They don't care about the military. They don't care about the people who die, the people who are going to go there. I guarantee you, Victoria Nuland and these people, if they could push a button and send in 100,000, we're just fodder. We're just ammunition. You know how this thing goes. They don't even respect your vote. They don't even respect you so much. They don't respect you or your bodies or your liberty or your space or your freedom. They don't respect your house of worship. They don't respect even when you have relatives who are dying. These people, these bastards would even say to you, you can't even go to a church because of our COVID. They don't care about you because you're getting in the way of the lesson. And the lesson is to teach people, to teach all of us how to give up and give in and to be crushed by this organized, I don't know what you want to call it, this control beta test of control and the like. So that's all I'm saying. Just don't tell me we like him. And don't like somebody said one day, you don't like Tucker? I'm out of here. What a baby. I can't believe this. These are grown adults who actually believe this. Please tell me you don't think that. Please tell me you actually don't think that, Taylor Swift likes you or because we're not in their league. Okay? That's all. And guess what? Guess what's interesting? Watch who never says anything. You know who's going to say nothing about this? Fox News. Because they still are wondering, what are we doing? We had Tucker, we got rid of him. They got rid of O'Reilly for reasons that, well, his own particular predilections and the like. Stop by for a second. Stand by. I got to take one more breather. I'm going to tell you one more thing about one more great sponsor of ours. You know who I'm talking about. Well, it is time yet again, my friends, to hail and salute our great friends at mypillow.com. And if you use promo code Lionel, you'll get a free gift. No purchase necessary. And yes, I know, a free gift. It's a tautology, so sue me. But first, please listen. What are we talking about here? Down comforters, flannel sheets, Giza Dream bed sheets, MyPillow 2.0 sheets, slippers, percales, towels, quilts, bedspreads, mattresses, mattress covers, mattress toppers, linens, kitchen towels, bathrobes, name it. Literally name it. Items to help you luxuriate and relax. And they're monster sellers. Slippers. My slippers. That's right. Slip-ons, moccasins. Think about it. What do they do at MyPillow? They make things real soft and plush and comfy. How perfect. Now here's the link. MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel, or MyPillow.com /Solidus or Virgil /Lionel, or call 800-645-4965. And watch how fast Mike answers the phone. MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel, simply and absolutely the best. So let us exalt tonight. Let us celebrate. Let us say, good for you, Tucker. Good for you. Let's see what happens. Because remember, in a couple of days, it's over. Everybody's going to... The best thing I can say about it is screw you to the rest of these people who think that somehow Jake Tapper or whatever, this is the new media. This is it. It's wonderful. That's the best part about it. God bless him. God bless him. Because this is the new media. Now, by the way, anybody change their mind so far? Anybody change their mind? Anybody think that Tucker should Come on, there's got to be somebody who says, now, Tucker, you shouldn't be doing this. You're playing into these people's hands. They're going to use you. They're going to use you. They're going to use you as propaganda. Don't do it, Tuck. Don't do it. Anybody? Come on. Somebody's got to think that. Come on. You've got to believe this. Rafael Legonde says, Muhammad Ali loved us. He saved a suicidal man. All righty. You know what? I liked him. And God knows we need him now. Nobody changing their mind? Come on. Nobody see this mind? Please explain the King Charles situation. Tomorrow morning we'll do that. 8 a.m. That's a big story. But Americans, Lori, aren't going to get it because, you see, they don't understand it. They think that that's just, that's that British stuff. Even though he is the head, this is the new world order, like you can't believe. This is the most serious stuff anybody's ever even seen. This is bigger. This guy is the royals, and what's going to happen, because he's going to abdicate. Something's wrong with him. When Harry flies in, I got to see him now. You got to see him now. Okay. We'll talk about that tomorrow. You know who should have the worried look? Meghan. Right? Because that's the one. And she's going to look horrible. Prince Charles on his deathbed or whatever it is. Whether it's true or not. I hope Chuck's okay. But this looks real serious. The way they're making it sound. And they're so mysterious over there. What about Kate? Abdominal surgery? And nobody's leaked this. Nobody. All right, dear friends. Everybody happy tonight? Go Tucker. Yay. No, go Laura Floyd. The hell with Tucker. Tucker don't need Tucker. Go Laura Floyd. And you also know Tucker's going to shit his pants. When he sits across and he sees the man, go ahead. You think Tucker from Maine, Buckley's brother, is going to be able to handle this guy? Watch what happens. When you watch it, watch the setup. Watch I want to see the whole story. He gets there and he waits. And they will have every psyop ready to go. I would. The lighting, the temperature, make him wait. Do I come in this? Which room do we use? Do we use this room? Does he wait and sit for me? Do I come in? Do I have an entourage? Or do I walk in by myself? He speaks English, by the way. What did we do? He's got to do the interpreter stuff, because if he starts speaking English, they're going to say, wait a minute, you mean you had the interpreter? How come anyway, he's got to do that. Plus he gives him a chance. It's all worked out. Every conceivable thing's been worked out. Putin knows every answer there is. He's only been talking about this for what? Forever. He knows the subject inside and out. By the way, I was watching Bobby Kennedy get his ass handed to him by, I forget what he is, talking about Israel. I mean, it was like, Bobby is like, this is not your topic. This is not your, never, ever, ever talk about somebody who's lived a subject. Never. That's like when years ago when O.J. Simpson, I remember, they're probably too young, but I knew that one inside and out. So whenever I was on, I could always pull out a fact that nobody knows about, and it throws them off. So Tucker's going to be there. He's going to walk out. He's going to sit down. It's not a lot of prep work, not a lot of. And I want you to do one thing. And of course, somebody will say, President Putin wants you to know one thing. Number one, here are the conditions. Number one, there are no conditions. Ask him whatever you want. And put it on exactly as it, whatever we see, whatever we do, put it on just like no editing, which is what Tucker said. And number two, make sure you tell everybody I told you no limitations in this. Ask me anything you want. Anything. Do you know how disarming that is when somebody says, ask me? What do you want to know? Well, go ahead. What are you going to ask me? I don't know. What are you going to ask me? I've never been talking about for the past forever. What? You're going to throw one at me? You're going to give me the, hey, I never thought about that. Wow. Huh. The Donbass. I never thought about that. And when this guy starts talking and he goes 2.5 hours, can you imagine that? Keep talking. We haven't even gotten to Stepan Bandera and the right sector and the neo-Nazis. You want to go into that? We're not even done. You want to take a break, Tucker? Anybody? By the way, Tucker, if you want to take a break, let me know. Imagine that. You want to take a break. You sure? Can you hang on there, Tiger? I know the jet lag and everything is. You okay? Got to make sure you're happy. Can I get you something? How about some vodka? Want to try some of that? Take a shot. Take a little shot of courage. Huh? What do you want to know? Tell me. Anything else? Have I answered your questions? If there's anything, and by the way, if there's anything you want to know, you let me know. Tucker is going to walk out of that room like this. What the hell just happened? And they're going to tell Tucker, he made a fool out of you. When he didn't. He made a fool out of you. He used you. This is what they're going to say. And he's not. He's going to be answering the question. Putin's going to say, I'm telling you what I've been telling everybody for the whole time. There's nothing new. It's the first time anybody's been paying attention. That's kind of one of the reasons why we're doing it. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Oh, I'm telling you. I know what's going to happen. And Tucker's going to say, how do you feel, Tuck? You know what happened, right? You know what happened, right? So tell me, do you think, just so that you know this, do you think you're going to get away with something? Do you think you're going to expose? Do you think Putin's going to say, damn it, he figured it out. Son of a, I knew it. I knew he'd do that. God, you think so? So be honest with you. What you want is not really to learn anything new. You just want to be able to say you did it. So I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Just for the hell of it. It'll piss them off and I'll love it. And I'll say, and make sure you ask me, has anybody asked you for a question? No. How many people do you think, seriously, do you think anybody from the U.S. would send people over to talk to Putin? Can you imagine Jake? What is her name? Caitlin. What's her name, honey? The one with the eyebrows? It looks like she's mad all the time. Caitlin Sinclair? No, actually. Caitlin, you know what I'm talking about. The one who's got the eyebrows. She looks like she's gonna kill you. You think you're gonna send her out there? I don't think so. How about Whoopi Goldberg or Gail Collins? Yeah, Caitlin Collins. There you go. You think she can handle that? I don't think so. You think Whoopi No, 31 years old. Please. Who would you take? Who? Nobody. Rafael Lagonde. I'll take him. I'll take Rafael. Why do you bring a vote on the floor that failed? To get to the other side. Thank you so much. I know, of course, impeachment didn't go through, and it shouldn't go through. We all knew it shouldn't go through. It was stupid because he's not going to be convicted. Don't worry about bringing up a vote that doesn't go through. How about there's no whatever it is. Edge Dweller says, will the interview be done with a long table with a cone of silence similar to Get Smart? You know, that's funny. Oh, that's got to be close. It's got to be close. Oh, that'll scare him. And Putin's got to get that look. He's got to give him that look. Just that look. That's what he needs to do. Just look at him. Oh, that'll be beautiful. Oh, I can't wait for that. That's my favorite. No, not far away. Remember that one time during COVID? They had this table that was like a mile long. I said they're called the vaccine. What? Jesus. The vaccine. Anyway, can't do that. They're going to it's going to be close. And he's going to wait a few minutes and he walks in. And when he first sees him, There can be no pre-interview, no nothing. No nothing. It's got to be in his terms, his place. He's got to wait. And the door opens. You got to wait a second. Tucker's gonna, I hope he's wearing Depends. He's gonna walk in. Watch how he walks with that one arm. I think it's a right. It's a left. Now, if it's at a table, that separates, that gives Tucker. See, the thing is, no, he'll walk in because he has that, but that's his style. That's from the gun. That's from carrying the gun. If you're up to something, he will know. Well, see, the thing also is, I like that, Lori. But see, the thing is Tucker going to be more likely to ask something favorable if he's feeling friendly? And I say, no, you don't want him friendly. You don't want him to feel at ease. No way. Because then you start getting cheeky. So, what about this? And what about that? Oh, really? No. You can always warm it up, but you have to start off very, very formulaic with a look like, don't even think about it. I gave you your chance. You want to talk to me? Talk to me. But if you think this is going to be nice, this is, we're talking about war. We're talking about something. This is bigger than you. I'm not Kid Rock. I'm not Dave Portnoy, Tucker. You got that? I'm not Andrew Tate. I'm not one of your, one of your boyfriends or whatever these people are. This is big. This is adult talk. Okay. This is serious stuff. And let me tell you something. Mrs. L says, how do you know they didn't contact Tucker? They didn't have to. For the longest time, remember Tucker had a story that said that the NSA or somebody tapped into his phone and they knew what was going on. Are you kidding me? There's so many people you don't even have to say. You don't even have, believe me, at first, Putin's thinking, what's with Tucker Carlson? What is that going to do? Now, the momentum. See, Putin knows wrestling. He's putting him over. This is bringing heat. This is just. Now, the thing is, when Tucker flies back, and he'll think, will he say, I've been had? Or will he say, that was a great interview? And if it's a great interview, is that good for Tucker? What is a great interview? What does Tucker want? How does he gauge success? If he comes back and they say, Jesus, did you see that? Holy God, you're not going back there anymore. Man, excuse me, I'm belching here. You just lit into him. That ain't going to happen. It wouldn't happen because out of respect. So what does he want? Let me tell you what the reaction is going to be. Tucker comes back and they're going to say, boy, that was tough. What, did Putin write the questions for you? Why didn't you just sit on his lap and have him put his hand up your back like a little puppet? He played you like a fool. Don't you know what happened, Tucker? That's what they're going to say, no matter what. Because people aren't going to understand what happened in the first place. They're not going to know the Donbass from a hole in the ground. They're going to say this. They're already ready. They know what they're going to say. They know whatever they're going to say, because what do you remember? I'm telling you, Putin is not going to say something that he's only been talking about this for the past. He knows everything. He's the president of Russia. Tucker's from Maine and Boca, or whatever, Boca Raton. I mean, seriously. I know Tucker's a smart guy and you love him and everything, but you think he's up to Putin's speed? What, are you kidding me? This is going to be beautiful. So when he comes back, what I'm wondering on that plane ride back is, what the hell just happened? He's going to be off, with the jet lag is, what is it, 7 hours, 8 hours, whatever, Now, let me tell you something. Somebody told me one time years ago, during the Mario boat lift, right around there was this guy I knew for the St. Times. They went to Cuba. And Castro used to have his meetings at like midnight. he would talk to you, but it was at midnight. People were tired. And anyway, he would walk in and they said, holy, that's Castro. There he is. He's a big guy. And he walk in and he says, excuse me, why don't these people have chairs? He meant the people with the cameras, and they kind of had to stand up. But he says, oh, no. We don't sit down unless everybody sits down. Right off the bat, he did something to. So we'll watch this. Maybe we'll have a screening of it. Well, look, and it's not body language. Don't ever say body language around me. Look at for staging. Look how it's staged. Stagecraft. He's only done this a million times. You know, people look at FSB, KGB. They look at it negatively. It's like us saying CIA. It's like us saying FBI. It's like us. You know, it's kind of revered, and they know every psychological trick, just like we do. And every other intel agency, they know everything: the temperature of the room, the lighting, the this. They've done everything. They've done dossiers. They know Tucker's. They've got people who've worked through all of his everything. They know him up and down. What he likes, how he responds, tells. Like when he's getting nervous, he'll have this. I don't know if he's going to have an earpiece. Well, he'll have an earpiece because of the translator. But they're also, going to tell. Don't believe me when I'm telling you this. Watch his tells. They're going to watch this interview and that interview, and what does he go for? And when he does that nervous laugh, that's a good sign. But what do you do? And when he looks, there's no expression. He just Tucker is going to. I'm telling you, he is going to shite his britches. No matter what anybody tells you. And that's exactly the way it's supposed to be. Now, that happens if somebody meets Biden, but it's normally Biden doing the shiting and not the individual doing there. And that's a joke right there. So anyway, you watch what happens, okay? Watch what happens. You think Tucker's going to talk about Nord Stream? Be careful. And somebody somewhere is going to say, now listen, Tucker, I know you don't want to hear from us, but don't go into areas where there's pending not legislation, but maybe there's pending, international criminal investigation or something. If he goes into, Nord Stream 2 and this and that, if he goes into, he's not going to be talking about, just he better know where to. And remember, when Tucker comes back, how come you didn't ask him about this? Why didn't you ask him about this? Every murder or everything that goes wrong. Why didn't you talk about that? Why didn't you? But believe me, they're going to do everything. By the way, same way we don't talk about Gonzalo Lira. Oh, well, you know how that one goes. We'll talk about that. When is anybody know when the actual meeting is? Look at this. He'll be fine. Enjoy the show. You're missing the point. You're letting your positivity get in the way of rational thought. You're going to miss this. Don't be so nice. Don't be so namby-pamby. And Easy's okay. I love him. No. Anyway, that's enough. All right, dear friends. Now, I'm going to say this again to you. Are you following Mrs. L? Well, you'd better. You better do what I say, and you better do it now. Lynn's Warriors. You follow her right now on YouTube. You hear what I'm saying? Do it right now. Okay? And also on Twitter or X, whatever it's called, Lynn's Warriors _ as well. All right, dear friends. Listen, thank you so much. Oh, and by the way, to our dear friends, to Lori Cuck, Edge Dweller, Rafael Ligonde. Oh, and by the way, just found out, October 26th, the next cutting room, the Electile Dysfunction Tour, right before the election, October 26th. The Electile Dysfunction Tour, okay? Coming back. And last one, don't even get me started. All right, kiddies. Have a great time. Do you love me? Do you love your Uncle Lionel? Of course you do. Yes, you do. Tell me how much you love me. Come on. Come on. Tell me. Give me an idea. It's okay. Been talking to you for an hour and 5 minutes. An hour and 5 minutes. It's twice a day, plus everything else. Tell me. Come on. Look at this. Smiling. Yes. Look at Laura. Yes. Look at this. Everybody does. Absolutely. All right, dear friend. Look at this. Smiling slug bunches. You're beautiful. Rocking. Look at Edge. All right, kiddos. See you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Until then, remember, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Da-da.